will tell you as we publish. It is, you know, Israel is very vulnerable. Yeah, I hate to speak on Israel because it's a subject which I can keep you on for the rest of today, because it's my love story, Palestine. Israel is a parasite which lives entirely on borrowed technology. And you know, you remember every new prime minister elected, the first thing he does is to go to the US and renew the agreement on exchange of technology, which means using US technology for free. Israel is the greatest pirate in intellectual property, and this is not me. Go to the website of the White House. There is what is called the USTR, the United States Trade Representative, and go there for the report on Special 301, which reports on the performance of all countries of the world on protection of intellectual property, and you will see that by the definition and by the order of the US, Israel is the #1 pirate of intellectual property. That's in addition to the unlimited support. And how could a country imagine surviving when it seals itself out in a war? Do you know this wall? This is not built against the Palestinians. This is a prison for Israel itself. If Israel has a wall around it, where is its neighborhood? Where is the neighborhood? Where is its outreach? Its outreach is only coming through the support it receives from the West. So that's, I think, is one of the reasons why we are witnessing this Gaza Holocaust. This is a Holocaust. This is not a closure of barriers. In the global economic crisis, is this economic crisis going to lead us to another world war, a third world war? That's a risk. Because I am telling you, you have in front of you a $500 billion problem. This is not 700 billion, this is not 1 trillion, this is not... Only in the, well, yes, the stock market alone lost today 10 trillion, only the stock market in the US. If you talk about the mortgage, it has lost another 10 trillion in the real estate, mortgage. I'm going to tell you about all of this, and if you don't have the chance, maybe you will see it on Al Jazeera. Are there real feasible alternatives to oil? No. And everything you hear about alternatives to oil is unfortunately not right. I wish it was right. I would like to see alternatives, and I would like us to keep our oil under our ground for the next 200 years. But that, unfortunately, is not the case. There is no feasible, reasonable alternative in the near future. So that's another question. Water desalinization. Why is it by accident that only water desalination is the only technology that has not developed over the last years? Because 60% of the desalinated water of the world is in the Gulf. The world doesn't need desalinated water. We need it. And that water problem is a great question. Bioinformatics. This is very serious. And I want you to look it up and to go and try to challenge this future of bioinformatics. Bioinformatics is a science which is going to make human beings different. Everything we have done makes our skill different, or our knowledge different, or our competence different. But through bioinformatics, and by using information technology and biology to sequence the gene, to resequence the genes, we are going to have better biological individuals than others. So one day, those countries who have this technology will become better human beings, the way the day they are born. And that's very, very serious. And I am very concerned that the world has not woken up to the threat and the risk of bioinformatics on countries that cannot afford to become bioinformatically developed. Artificial intelligence. A lot of research is going on developing the artificial human being, the robots. Wonderful thing. Are we going to create one day a robot that gets out of control? Very possible. Because there is no limit to the development of science and technology. Would nuclear power continue to be a deterrent? Or would it become a mutual assured destruction, what I call MAD, mutual assured destruction weapon? Because one day, as you are trying to use it as a deterrent, the other party will use it as a deterrent and we destroy each other's. That's a threat. Would ICT continue to enhance war technology more than it enhances peace and security technology? Isn't it a shame that we have so much developed war that we call smart war, and we have not been able to develop a smart machine that can detect if I carry a bomb in my shoe without asking me to take it off? And I have to take it off and put it on a belt? Isn't that shameful? And I said this to many international forums, that it is shameful that you ask people to take off their shoes so that they put them on the belt on the airport. To detect, can't I have a machine that detects it from under the ground or from around the foot? Do I invest so much in weapons of destruction, and I'm not willing to invest so little in weapons of security?